Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to The Stub, home of NG Supercars. Today I'm going to show you a questionable, maybe cool, potentially project that I bought.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
So when I was about 12 or 13, I think I was just getting into high school, I went to a Mercedes dealership with my grandpa. On the showroom floor, they had a SL500 Silver Aero Edition, and they had the chain, fancy chain things around it, and it was right in the middle of the showroom. It had the top down, and it was sitting there, and we just used to go around to dealerships and look at cars. That was always kind of fun. So we went in there and we were drooling over it, and he was like, someday you're gonna have one of those. And I'm just thinking, yeah, right. I don't think so. I think it was like 80 grand or something at the time, which is, it might as well have been $1 billion, back then. I finally got it. May not be that one sitting on that showroom floor, but I got one. I finally convinced Dan to deviate a little from the supercar stuff. Let's get back down to reality. So I figured I'd just shoot this video real quick and show you the car. It's nothing fancy. It's not a supercar. It's just something kind of cool, and I'm gonna fix it up and probably drive it for a while and maybe sell it. I don't know. We'll see. Ta-da! There it is. SL500. It is a Silver Aero Edition. One big problem. It's been hit in the front. So the story is, our buddy Steve, who's a big fan of the channel and a good friend of ours, he owned this car, and his significant other was driving it, and something happened and she rear-ended a truck. Insurance paid him out on it, and he decided he didn't want to mess with it and fix it and have that ding on the Carfax and everything. So I bought it from him for a really good deal, and I'm gonna fix it up. So it's a 2002 SL500 Silver Aero. They only made these in 2002. They only made 1,500 of them. It's got the standard 5-liter V8 hardtop convertible. The top's removable, and it's got a soft top as well. I don't know if it works. We'll find out, but it's a pretty cool car. I love old Mercedes, as some of you know. I didn't really need another project Mercedes, but here it is. I've got some work to do. It's gonna need a hood, headlight, grille, core support, and all that. That's kind of bent a little bit, so we'll replace. I actually found all the parts already. I'll go over that in a second. We did have a problem. I left it outside regrettably, and there was a rat's nest in here, so I just took care of that. The rats jumped out, ran outside, so I took all that apart and got all that out. They did chew some wiring. This is one of the wires they chewed, so it's got a check engine light now. I'm gonna have to resolder that wiring, and hopefully that's all they got. If not, I might have to take apart all of that stuff to find the wiring they messed up. But anyways, yeah, the inside's pretty nice. This was a dream car of mine when I was younger, so I'm sure some of you can relate to cars that you saw when you were younger and you finally have one. You're like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's like a throwback. The gauge cluster is kind of cool on the Silver Aero. Cool aluminum or whatever that is. Two-tone interior. It's embroidered on the headrest right there, or the seat. There's some pieces from the wreck. The roll bar was deployed, so I got to figure out how to put that down. They only made 1,500 of them, and this is the color that they painted the Silver Aero, so finding stuff to match was kind of difficult. Let's see what we got in the trunk. I haven't even looked in the trunk. This looks like a car cover or something. Got all the books and everything. CD changer, old school. Batteries over there. Cool. It does have some Milestar tires. Those are definitely gonna go bye-bye, and I'll put some Michelins on. All right, so like I said, it's gonna need a hood, grille, core support, headlight, probably some other stuff. I did find a hood. It's the right color and everything. Probably is gonna need to be painted, unfortunately. I took a gamble on it because it was cheap. I found it at a junkyard in Kentucky. It actually has the grille, which is cool. Dan and I had to go meet the driver because he was in an 18-wheeler. He couldn't get back to our spot. So this was our solution since we didn't have a truck here at the time. I've got a headlight in this box and some other parts like the X-brace. We got that. And the core support is in there somewhere. I don't know where it is. We'll fix it up, drive it. It'll be around for a while. If anybody's interested in watching content on this thing, which probably not, but yeah, I think it's cool. I always love old German cars. I've had lots of old cool Mercedes and Audis. Mercedes and Audis are kind of what I really like. I've had some old BMWs as well, so I want to try to maybe start doing those here and there just for some cool stuff to talk about and look at. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked seeing content on old cars like this, maybe fixing up stuff or whatever, let us know. That's kind of where I got my start, so I like to go back and do stuff like that. It also, you know, is nice to be brought back down to reality after we get to work on cool stuff like this all the time. You know, kind of back to my roots. Like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Check out our website, normalguysupercar.com, for parts and services, and ngsupercars.com for all our car sale stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.